now we're in a car. We found a car.
Oh man. Yeah.
You feel like you're a little sunburned.
Got that back too soon.
Yeah, it was very hot today. We're in a car. We're about to head back home for him. Me still out for a little bit. And look, it's been fun. I enjoyed it. I'm tired. I'm Taylor Kesey, theme park reviewer. Throughout this whole entire video, I was referred to as Akil, which is my name. And this has been
Joshua.
And it's been fun to see you guys again, or hear from you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's gonna be like a whole hour long. I got a lot of editing to do. It's
Three
fun.
parts. I don't know. Cut it up.
Maybe. But there's a ton to show, especially my really botched video of Ray. I think you guys may hate that and say, why did you record crappy with Ray? Once again, I didn't expect her to come up to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it uncut because honestly, I was not expecting her to come up to me. I expected her just to say like, why does everybody have data pads out? Data pads out, not data pods, but data pads out. And I was just like, I just wanted to throw out the line like, well, we just like to document. That's my thing. I just wasn't expecting her to kind of come up and be like, hey, so what's your name? And I catch it. My name is Ray, and I'm like, oh, it's fun to get interacted with the other characters around the area. I wish we could see Luke Skywalker, but according to the timeline of Batuu and Galaxy's Edge is after Episode 8. So Luke Skywalker is dead, and so is Yoda and everybody else, because it takes place after Episode 8, which kind of sucks, so you can't really get to see your favorite characters, and I wish there would be days. I hope you're listening, Disney. I hope there would be days where they can change up some of the flags to Imperial flags and Rebellion flags. Or even go as far as like having the Separatist flags and the Republic flag. So you can see
Legion just walking through.
Yeah, have them change up their costumes. And I mean, sure, it might be expensive, but trust me, fans want to see, fans like our age would love to see both the prequel and the original trilogy era. Older fans would love to see the original trilogy era characters, and just as much as the newer fans loving to see what we see right now. And I love them. I love that. I love you can meet Rey. I love you can meet Kylo Ren. But I wish you could see Finn. I wish you could see Poe Dameron.
He should have been fixing the X-wing.
Yeah, it's cool. Like when we were leaving, I really didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really feel like recording, but we did see one of the like undercover, but not really undercover, resistance fight. We saw a resistance fighter walking around, pretty much interacting with everybody else, because Rey wasn't walking around anymore. No. I didn't see her anymore, nor did I see Kylo, but I was trying to get an interaction with Kylo, but it was so hard because, Kylo Ren was out there approaching, I'm not gonna lie to you, he was approaching women most of the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, or he was approaching little kids. In fact, He's
got to get the stormtrooper somehow.
There was a kid out there.
The kids, yeah.
There was a kid out there that actually said, "Hi, Kylo Ren," and he was like, "Excellent," which is not as cool as when the little girl in Galaxy's Edge over at Disneyland said, "I love you, Kylo," and he said, "Perfection" or "perfect." And perfect, but not perfection. That would be like a Magneto line from That's the First Class. But overall, I thought that was a pretty cool interaction with Kylo Ren and the people. But I do feel like it would be cool to have Rey have other people she circles around with. Like, I know a friend of mine went the other day. A friend of ours actually went the other day and saw that Rey was interacting with Chewbacca, like how we did when we first entered. But she was interacting with Chewbacca a little bit more, like over by the Falcon and whatsoever. But still, I feel like you should have Finn and you should have Poe, because there are people that are fans of these characters, and we want to see them. we would like to see them. We want to see Finn go like, hey, do you need some help? Or even Rose. Maybe, I know older fans don't really like Rose.
Maybe when Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe we do get to see more characters, but I do feel like maybe once in a while Disney should throw in original trilogy if they need to.
Legacy characters.
Yeah, some legacy characters. Yeah, that's what they call them now. Yeah, we should see some legacy characters. We should see some of the prequel era. And I know maybe Disney doesn't want to advertise it as much, because it's like, oh, well, we're giving George money because he still has rights to those toys compared to the newer ones. But still,
using characters that they purchased.
The kids know. The thing is, kids know about Luke Skywalker. They know about Anakin Skywalker. And it's not because Dave Filoni wants to make more shows. It's because we have parents that grew up with the series since the 70s and 80s. they're showing their children these original films, and they love these characters. So there's no doubt that kids want to see Obi-Wan Kenobi. They want to see Luke Skywalker. Rey's cool, but they want to see these characters, and I think that's really important to address that factor into the land. But overall, I think the land was amazing. I like the fact that over here, I think they do this in Disneyland as well. I haven't been over there, but I know over here
I'll be there in February.
See, yeah, he'll definitely tell. But they really immerse you in there with the fact that the trees kind of hide out the rest of the park. You do get highly immersed into the area.
The rest of the area.
You can't hear the rest of the area. Nor can you really see outside. And,
unless you're looking for it.
And also, there's no particular meet and greet area in this section. I never didn't find them, and I love that. And I think Disney should do that with the rest of their characters around their park, because I'm tired of
Disneyland. Disneyland has like roaming princesses.
Yeah, which is smarter. Yeah. I think that's way more. That's so much more smarter.
And they're just restricted to
because the fact that Disney World has dedicated areas, like there's They took down an attraction, which was the Snow White? No, the Snow White ride I think got replaced with the Storytime Fair, and of course you got we got the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but still. They took down a ride to give us a meet and greet when truthfully, I know it's hot out here in Florida. Princesses don't want to walk around, but we have Rey walking around in the hot sun. Heck, I even said, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty hot out here, but, it's enjoyable nonetheless. Yeah. It would be cool to see your princesses walk around Fantasyland, or see weird-ass freaking, spacemen walk around Tomorrowland. Anywhere around any of these Disney World parks, we want to see these characters walk. I think they did.
Maybe.
I think they did.
Could be wrong.
Let me get started driving. But overall, I'm very highly impressed with it, and I think Disney should start incorporating a lot of the aspects that they already have in this park into the rest of Disney World. And as you said, Disneyland already has roaming princesses. They have roaming characters. I think they even have a roaming Peter Pan, which we do have here as well. But I really don't like the fact we have these meet and greet spots. Why not just have them walk around, have people just take pictures of them? Rey will stop and take a picture with you. If you ask her, she's not going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Come to my meet and greet. Which some characters do over here. They're like, no, I can't give you, I don't have any time. Just come to my meet and greet. They will. And Rey will actually, I love the fact that Rey, or Kylo, but definitely Rey will follow and talk with you all the way down. Like she did with me. And I thought that's spectacular. I really thought that really captures you and immerses you into the world of Batuu. And I love that. The fact that we just walk in, I'm just seeing Rey walk with some random guy, and they're just having a conversation.
Just walking around.
Like whatever their conversation was, probably is the same as mine. Whatsoever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Either way, it was cool to see it nonetheless, and I'm impressed to be truly honest. I'm very, very much impressed. So, what would you rate Star Wars Galaxy's Edge?
I'm still replaying memories. Was that impressive? Yeah, most impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Most impressive.
I maybe 9.75, 10. I don't know. You?
Well, about 9. I would definitely give it. I don't want to give it a 10 because I do have my small issues with it. For one, we already know Rise of Resistance is not open, not till December, and it looked dark in this video.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can tap it. Yeah. Brighten it up. Just press that light button there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that works.
And we're back.
Yeah. It's getting dark out here, so that's why. So for me, I think I would definitely give it about a 9.8. It's highly up there. You can definitely tell Disney really wanted to give this land some flavor. They really wanted to give it the best possible immersion. Even better than Pandora
was just the beginning.
You can definitely tell that Pandora was just like a test run. Hey, let's test out how good we can give you immersion. And even I was telling him, I'm like, Pandora is immersive, but it's not so immersive to this point, because a lot of things that Pandora does, which I noted to myself, I was like, okay, when I was going to Pandora the first time, you hear the sounds of the jungle, you hear the bugs,
smells.
you have the smells as well, which is all
and really the
very
only
good.
Major things they have that would immerse you are like the floating mountains and the forest perspective when you go into Flight of Passage. But
also, that's another thing.
It.
Both of these places have mountains to kind of give it off. But for Pandora, they have all the mountains are kind of like really, they're pretty much real. Not real as in like they're real rock, but they are like they're real enough. Like they look real enough to believe, truthfully. And unlike, say, was it Skull Island, Skull Island, or Kong Skull Island
Universal.
Yes.
Hagrid's Magical Creatures and Motorbike Adventure.
That's super long. I think.
Shorten that.
Yeah, no. Honestly, they need to. But yeah, no. This, like Pandora, you get those smells and you get the looks. You feel like you're in Pandora, but of course, the sad part about the Avatar films is that there's nothing that gives you the way to say like, oh, I know exactly where I'm at. Like, apart from the floating mountains that give you like,
you're one of those sequels, Cameron.
Well, they pushed it back thanks to freaking Disney, but
they bought Fox. So.
Yeah, which is sad because I really wanted it to come out 2020, which is perfect. Because now it's like, okay, after one big franchise, let's get to the next one.
Does it start in 2021 or 22?
2020. But
and then
that's on the side.
Yeah.
That's on the side for now. But yeah, as far as Pandora is still really good. And as far as times, actually, I was looking at it. The times for during this time of pass holder preview, the times for the wait times for Flight of Passage was 175. Now that's still around the normal time rate that you would normally see it at, but that's only because Expedition Everest is down. But I was thinking if Expedition Everest is up, it'd be about 75 minutes. And the rest of the park was pretty much, the rest of the park in Hollywood Studios was pretty much dead everywhere else. So even though wait times aren't that bad in Galaxy's Edge, being about 35 minutes because that's pass holders, and there was a lot of pass holders this time around compared to Pandora about 2 years ago. It was about 2 years ago, or about a year and a half ago, 2017. Which during that time when they did a pass holder preview for that, it was empty. This is a weekday, and holy crap, were there a lot of people. And I know it's summertime, but summer's coming to a close. School's in a week for some kids, and in 2 weeks for others, or maybe in 3 weeks, starting September, after Labor Day. But still, there was a lot of people. A lot of people there.
It was a lot, but it wasn't overbearing.
Yeah, it wasn't overbearing. Probably by next week, it will definitely be, oh my God, why is there so much people? I can barely walk. This is really annoying type crap. But overall, it's definitely like, it was pretty packed. Nonetheless, I can see that a lot of there was an increase in pass holders because of Star Wars Land. That's for sure. We all knew that. But for sure, everybody came here for that. And I'm here with the Kingdom Hearts shirt. I know, how do you not go to Star Wars Land and not wear a Star Wars shirt? I don't know. That's just me. I was the oddball out. I was hoping somebody would notice, even Ray or whatsoever. Like, what is this Kingdom Hearts that you're wearing here? Well, you're wearing civilian clothing because you're not.
She knows what civilians are.
Yeah. Because I was inconspicuous. That was a funny part. But back to it, this is, out of all the 3 lands that's opened up in the last 2.5 years, or no, year and a half, with Toy Story Land and this one. Toy Story Land is not supposed to be super immersive because it's kind of like a kiddie area, but it's still immersive nonetheless. You're the size of a toy. But it's not. The whole crazy thing about Toy Story Land is just like, they're not really trying to play it off as, let's hide everything else so you don't get to see the rest of the park, which they do because they have fences and all. But still, it wasn't like, okay, hey, here's your characters walking around talking with you, because you remember Woody and and what's her name? Bo Peep, Jesse, Bo Peep. Yeah, they all can't really talk to except for the soldiers, which really bother me. Yeah,
that's the thing. They're not face.
Yeah, they're not face characters. They can't really talk to except for the toy soldiers, which kind of sucks. 'Cause I love the toy soldier characters, but they're not even in Toy Story 4. Spoiler alert. But if you've seen Toy Story 3, you actually understand. So it's not much of a spoiler. But crap, bro. Oh my gosh.
Harley Ermey passed away. So.
That's true. But overall, yes, I think this is probably your most immersive land they've ever done. I don't know.
We spent like an 8-hour day there.
Yeah, and thanks to Josh. You know, he really wanted to get immersed with everybody because according to Disney, everybody has their own story. You know what? They have roles, even though they're still cast members and they still go by their own names. They do have a certain story because they can't really truthfully come from Earth. But they know about Earth. You know, if you tell them about Earth, they'll be like, "Oh, I've heard of that place. I've never been there." Like I had trouble telling Ray that, you know, I'm really from New York because she's like, "What the hell is that?" It's the greatest confused face I've ever seen. But yeah, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Earth. I'm from Earth." There you go. And I don't know why I popped out the greatest British accent that I've never heard.
Yeah, I caught that.
Wow. No, it's not the greatest, but it comes out. It comes out. I think it's because of working in hotels for a while.
It's like, are you
having a lot of British? No,
are you mocking Ray?
No, I used to have a lot of British guests come to me, and it just used to pick up, and I would just do it. I ended up doing it either really good or really bad. But also, you know, living in Europe, I learned the lingo, but not super deep into it. So yeah, back to it. 9.8, I think it's really good. I do think that they can fix up some of those things. I do still say that, you know, Disney kind of messed up with what they did with Rise of Resistance, but I'm okay with it. You know, you got to fix it. You got to make it perfect.
Yeah, they're not rushing things.
Yeah, and of course there is another thing that I would go on to a ride review on Smuggler's Run, because if I'm not wrong, there is supposed to be different kind of jobs that you're supposed to do, and the thing is, during this Pass Holder preview, there was only one, and according to Disneyland, it's the same one from what I remember, and that's kind of disappointing nonetheless. I really was hoping that we would start getting some more other ones, but unless they're not completely rendered or the programming is not completely there yet, I was hoping it would go through, like, you know, Imperial Star Destroyers or whatsoever, because they do have those. I remember seeing ads for those, and the fact that it's not there, it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me too much, because remember, we're the second guys to get it compared to Disneyland, and that's fine. But man, you know, I'd really love to go to the day.
Well,
every time you do get different, you know, experiences.
And this offers more alcohol than Disneyland.
That is true.
The only alcohol you can get in Disneyland is at the cantina.
Yeah.
All of Disneyland Resort, just the cantina, minus Club 33.
That's true. But yeah, so overall, 9.8. I enjoyed the land. It was fun.
What about the food?
The food was good.
How was your Ronto wrap?
I enjoyed the Ronto wrap.
It was
the Ronto wrap.
Did it justify $12? Because I paid like almost $20.
For me, I don't have the biggest appetite as I used to. But say if I was, you know, I'm not the best shape at the moment, and that's fine, you know, but I do work out every now and then, and because I do have not the biggest appetite anymore. But say if, you know, it was like say 3 months ago, I would probably have been pretty pissed off. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have been pretty pissed off. I'm like, I'm paying $12 for just a sandwich, and I'm able to finish it off in like, you know, 5 or 6 bites. It's a pita wrap with a hot dog in the middle. Like, I'm not crapping you. It is literally a pita wrap. So you get you have your shawarma beef meat, along with a few
little slaw, spicy slaw.
Yeah, you have some spicy slaw in there. And then, you know, the hot dog's cool. I don't mind it. I think it's a good touch. It makes it a little different. Is it better than, say, like Pandora food?
Obviously, I
think so.
The Satuli Canteen.
Considering Pandora food was just... Pandora food, what was it? It was just...
we didn't eat at Docking Bay 7. So Docking Bay 7 is
I think that's where you
the
gotta
Satuli
go.
Canteen. Yeah.
I think that's really where you got to go to understand what you're
That's
really
where you have
dealing
like
with.
your shrimp noodles, your spicy ribs, your tipyit, which is like the chicken.
Yeah.
Their chicken salad and fried chicken and stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, overall, you know, like for the quick service that we got, I thought it was pretty decent. The specialty drinks that they have there.
It was a good size.
You have iced tea. You have I don't know what to classify yours because it's not. It says it's a lemonade. It says it's a lemonade, and there's a third one there, but I didn't really truthfully look at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But they have two different wraps. One of them was like a breakfast wrap, so I guess when you get there super early and you didn't have breakfast and you're running over to Galaxy's Edge, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna have extra magic hours for the morning and night when you go there, as well as, you know, just having other sandwiches. It's not supposed to be like, hey, have a big meal. This is kind of more like, it's not snack food either. It's definitely quick bite lunch food. It's weird to not have any, whatchamacallit, it's like French fries or anything.
Yeah.
But like for $12, I don't think it's worth that price. Only like, I would only grab it if you're extremely hungry. Like, okay, I have no other choice. I'm gonna pay $12 in there. But matter of fact, most of the food in there, food and drinks overall, I think the only but it's still not really that decently priced thing in there is the frozen blue milk and green milk at $7.99.
Sour Sarlacc is Minute Maid lemonade. Limeade, correction. Minute Maid limeade. Raspberry and spicy mango.
They like to throw a lot of spicy in all their little drinks to give it a little bit of a zing.
Of the juices offered at the Ronto the Ronto Roasters, they said that Sour Sarlacc was the best. So that's why I went with it.
And that's fine. And I had the sweet tea, which was a Golden Peak and something else. That was a Tatooine something. It was good. I think it was Tatooine Sunset or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So it was good, but it's still a typical. It's iced tea. It wasn't like, wow, that's different. It was just like, okay, there's something a little different to it. That's it. Wasn't wow-ish. You know, I definitely would say Cantina has more of the wow-ish type of drinks, and of course Blue and Green Milk, they're interesting. The alcoholic versions of them are not that bad. It still tastes good.
Man, make sure she checks your credentials next
Make
time.
sure you check. They will use terms like credentials, credits, and if you're, I forget what they use for receipts. The name for receipts.
I don't. They
do have a they have a different name for receipts.
What do they call photos? It was a weird name. There's like
they do like your hollow thing, even for videos as well. Like a hollow, I don't know, but I like the lingo because you can, if you know names of certain things in Star Wars, you can use it. Like for instance, in Star Wars, bathrooms are called refreshers. So if you ever ask anybody where's a refresher, they will know where to go. They will know where to go. So I really want to end it here.
Yeah. Because
we both kind of gave our own things, and we're gonna ramble on forever. And yeah, honestly, I would not skip out on this. Definitely do Smuggler's Run. I do hope in the next coming months they do update it with the other alternative trips and stuff. There are actually, I want to say this. As I said, there's 4 different pre-show loading areas before you get onto the cockpit area. One of those pre-show areas, I think it's the first one on the right side. They show a bit of a different debrief, because each side gives you your same typical debrief, like, hey, you're back, blah blah blah. And this one starts off the same way, but then Hondo kind of goes into, just has like a normal day at the shop. He even kind of like shot a missile inside the shop area or whatever. You don't see it, but you see him press a button, and then there's a blow up. He's like, oh crap, something happened. And he's like, hey, how's this thing going? And he never actually talks about the whole, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing, this is what you're doing, which I found was pretty cool. And I thought, I like that. Why can't Pandora do that without like having their super
It's the same.
like boring monotone guy talking?
Fly.
And fly.
Fly.
And fly. Hey, you all got it. That's amazing. Jesus. Like, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying like it's horrible. But,
It's the ecosystem of Pandora.
but honestly, like that was the greatest like sidebar thing, whatever I've seen.
It changes.
And out of
based
the
on
6
your
times
yeah.
I went, that was probably one of the coolest pre-shows I saw because nothing really went to debrief you on what roles the guys do.
I mean,
if you're getting,
was everybody in
they
your
didn't even
party?
tell you were getting coaxial.
Was anybody in your party like already?
No, it's only me and
Right.
another woman that was past riders where she did like 3 or 4 times. You know, it's the same woman you were
Maybe
talking
that's what. Yeah.
So for us, I'm like, he does say like, oh, you all came back, and he just doesn't even talk about the coaxial, what the engineer and pilots are doing. He's just like, all right, hey, I think I shot off a missile. Also, I got other things I got to tell you, and I don't know, he went off on a tangent. I thought that was cool. I really thought that was cool. That's why I love this area. And I don't know how Disney's going to top it with if they ever build another one. Say, even if they build a 5th park, what are they going to do to make it this immersive or even better? Because this was amazing. We actually technically got, from what you're saying, you know, roaming around Princesses and Disneyland, we got some of that Disneyland experience that people get in California. For some reasons why, you know, people say, oh, you know, people in California would say, I like Disneyland better compared to Disney World, where some of the people be like, I like Disney World better than Disneyland because there's more to do, because there's more parks. And technically, that may be right, but also is pretty wrong. But I'm dropping off Josh now.
Yeah.
It's time to let him go. So I'm ending it here. I'm Taylor Kesey. I'm your theme park reviewer. He's been Josh. You've been you. That's somebody else's line from DSNY. I love you guys, and have fun. Enjoy.
We're out.
Peace.